Hi, I'm Chris Luck, founder of Alphapreneur.com, the social network for entrepreneurs. And today on this live stream, I'm going to show you how to do keyword research in 2020. And it doesn't matter if you are starting a business, if you are growing a business, keyword research is kind of a fundamental thing that you need to be able to have in your toolbox to be able to really grow your business. And if you're starting a business, you can use keyword research to get ideas for things that you need to actually include in your business, especially if you're doing content or you're doing blog posts or you're doing YouTube videos or you're live streaming, whatever it is you might be doing, keyword research is kind of a fundamental tactic. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and kick things off by jumping right over to my browser. And what I want to do here is we're actually looking at my YouTube channel, so we don't want to be looking at that. We want to be looking at the tool that I use. So the tool that I use for keyword research, now there's a lot of them out there. This one, it's a paid tool. And you know what? Before I even show this, let me show you a free tool. So there is going to be a free tool called Uber Suggest. Now, Uber Suggest is a tool that's been around for a while, and it was recently in the last couple of years, acquired by a marketer by the name of Neil Patel. And Neil Patel acquired this tool and then just made it free. And what's great is that he's getting a lot of traffic to his site. And I would have never used the name Neil Patel before, but now I'm using it because the tool is on his site. So it's a great little plug for him, which is a great marketer anyway. So anyway, with what you can do with Uber Suggest is you could start by just putting in, a basic keyword. Let's say you want to do something about, let's say, content marketing. So what you could do and by the way, if anyone has any, if you're here live, if you have any specific topics that you would like for me to do some keyword research on for you, I'm going to, I can actually use some of your suggestions live. But in the meantime, I'll just go ahead and use content marketing as an example until I see some other examples coming through in the live stream live chat. And then I can actually jump over and help all of you out that are here live. So anyway, let's say you were going to do content marketing. So with a basic keyword research tool, first I'm going to show you kind of the free thing that you can do is you would normally use a basic tool like this, where you can see what the search volume is. You can kind of see what the difficulty is, the SEO difficulty, meaning, how difficult would it be to actually rank for this in the, in the search engines. Paid difficulty, which is like how many competitors are there. The cost per click is just absolutely, sky high for content marketing. But this is, how people usually in the past have done keyword research. Now, I've been building businesses and doing keyword research online for 21 years now. And this is usually the people that I talk to when I get on the topic of keyword research. This is what most people do. But there is way more that you could do than just the surface of keyword research using a free tool like this. So what I do specifically is I use a tool called Ahrefs. Now you can find it by going to ahrefs.com. And Ahrefs it's a paid tool, but you can actually, what I recommend to people if you don't want to really pay a lot of money for a tool, is you can prepare what you're going to be doing for your keyword research out of the gate. Like get all of your ideas on a spreadsheet, then you can sign up for a trial. It's like $7 for 7 days, and you can use their full, like all of their bells and whistles for 7 days to really get all your keyword research done and out of the way. So here with Ahrefs, what you could do is you go to their Keyword Explorer. Now they have a ton of features on what they actually allow you to do, but we're just going to talk about keyword research in 2020 and how to do keyword research in 2020 right now. And what you can do is on Keyword Explorer, they have a little button here you can click that says YouTube. So now if you want to do content marketing, and I see some people put in some topics here in the live chat, so I will actually get to using, actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and use some of yours now. So David Polson, instead of content marketing, let's use some of your keywords. So David Polson, that is live here with us now, right, says keto diet. So we're going to do keto diet. Now with Ahrefs, what you can do is search YouTube. Now let's say you are, either wanting to create a blog post about the keto diet. Let's say you want to create a video, some YouTube videos about keto diet. Honestly, what I recommend in 2020 and beyond, if you're going to create any content at all, try to create a video. Now, if you don't want to be on camera, that's fine. You don't have to be on camera. You can actually do a video where you're just sharing your screen and you could just be reading an article, or you could create a presentation using Keynote or PowerPoint, and then simply just go through the content you would normally have on a blog post, but you're just going through it on video, and then it's just you narrating it. And if you kind of have this whole self-confidence thing about your voice and all that kind of stuff, and you don't have the best voice for video, go back and watch some of my previous live streams where I talk about self-confidence and kind of overcoming obstacles, and you might really think differently after you watch those live streams. But what you want to do is plan on making a video if you're going to do any type of content at all, because the number one is that if you're going to, let's say you have a blog and you're going to write out an article, well, you could still put that article up on a blog post, but then you can have the video version of it and embed it on your blog post. And then when you have the video of what it is that you're going to be talking about, that can then sit on YouTube. And then when it sits on YouTube and it's getting views over time, those videos actually get embedded in the Google search results. So whenever someone is searching for something related to the keto diet in the Google search, then they're actually going to see a YouTube video embedded there within Google search. Now, to take it a step further, now this is where I start kind of going off script a little. I don't even have a script, but just kind of brainstorming with you here is that I found when you create content and you put it on YouTube and you live stream it, that actually gets priority over all of the other content that's out there on YouTube. So if you're going to do something about, how to, actually let's just do this together. So for YouTube, we do keto diet, you would hit search. Now what it's going to show you is the search volume, the clicks, kind of similar what you saw over at Ubersuggest, which is a free tool. But here, when you start getting into paid tools, you can search for questions. Now you're actually looking at questions that people have. Now, let me see if I can make this where you can see it on the screen. So you can see here, you can actually see questions that people are asking. So and this is actually on YouTube. So what is keto diet? There's 2.1, there's a little over 2,000 monthly searches for what is keto diet. There's over 1,600 clicks. So why not create a video on YouTube, or you could write a blog post about just what is keto diet. So let's say you have a program about keto and you want to sell your program. Well, before you get into selling your program, you need to create content where people are going to know, like, and trust you. So why not make something like what is keto diet, and then you're going to put that up on YouTube. And then the reason you want to put it up on YouTube and title it what is keto diet is because, again, instead of just making a video, you can take it a step further and live stream it. So when someone is searching for what is keto diet on either Google or on YouTube, your video is going to take precedence over everything else because you're the most relevant, because you're actually live streaming. When your live stream is over, you're still going to be in front of everybody else if your content is very relevant. So what we're going to do right now is, let's say you're going to do the what is keto diet, and your first video is going to be about what is keto diet. Now what I do is I start putting together a keyword list. So this is where the keyword research is coming in on how to do keyword research in 2020. There's a lot of tools that we have at our fingertips that we can use. So I start by using Ahrefs, and I search for questions to see what kind of questions can I create videos on. Then once I know a video that I'm going to create, so what is keto diet, then another tool that I use, and I'm going to jump back and forth on two different tools here. Ahrefs is the tool that we're going over right now. The next tool is called vidIQ. It's vidiq.com. And I'll put these links in the description whenever the live stream is over. And if there's any other websites that I find, then I'll actually, and that I'm doing on this live stream, I'll include those in the comments or the description as well. So with vidIQ, you can actually sign up for free with this one. And the way that this works is you can actually go over, like, once you have it set up, you install it. It's a browser extension. You install it on your browser. I use Chrome. And then when you're on YouTube, what you can do is there's all these extra features you have now on YouTube that normal people don't have. So there's a new drop down you can click on, and you can click on Keyword Inspector. So what you can do now is, and I'm like in dark mode, so that's why everything's black. For you, it might not be black, it might be white. But remember, we got our what is keto diet on Ahrefs, because we know that is something we're going to create content on, because there's a lot of people searching for it. So now we want some supporting keywords that we can include whenever we're actually creating the video. So in the video description, the title, the tags for the video, we want all of the keywords to be relevant to the keto diet. So what you can do here now, this is what's in this. This blew my mind. And I've just discovered this like a week and a half ago when I started up my YouTube channel for Alphapreneur, and I started using all these keyword research tools that I've known about for years. And I knew vidIQ had a keyword research tool, but I never knew that it did what I'm about to show you. And I don't even know if this is a new feature or what, but the fact that this is available to us now is amazing. So what you can do is type in keto diet, and then you can hit get results. Now what you're going to see is nothing short of just magic. So you can actually see all of the keywords that people are searching for on YouTube. You can see the search volume, but you can also see the competition on YouTube. And then you can see the score. If it's a higher number, that means that that's a keyword you want to include either in your video, in the title, in the description, or the tags. Now, if you're also wanting to do keyword research for SEO, let's say on a blog post, then these are just going to be related keywords that you want to actually, sprinkle in throughout your article. Now, we're not going to get into talking about keyword density and all that stuff in this video. That'll be another video that I'll include in a keyword research playlist on the Alphapreneur YouTube channel. So look for that later. But for now, I just want to kind of show you the power of these tools. So with vidIQ, let's say the keto diet for beginners, you might have thought, well, that was going to be a video you're going to create. And you can see the search volume's 49,000, but the competition's really high, which means it's going to be really hard for you to be seen for that. So you might want to look for keywords that have a lower competition, but still very high search volume. So you can see there's one here called low carb. I got to make sure you guys can see it. It is called low carb diet. And there's 82,000 monthly searches. This is on YouTube, by the way. This isn't just Google. This is YouTube specifically. 82,000 searches, but the competition is really low, and it has a high score, meaning that if you're going to do, what is keto diet, then you might want to talk right out of the gate. You really might want to target a lot about the low carb diet aspect of it. Or you can make a video like what is low carb diet, knowing you were going to make a video about what is keto diet, because keto is essentially, low carb, and there's more to it obviously than that. But you can actually make a video like what is low carb diet, knowing that there's a high search volume, but there's very low competition. Whereas if we look at keto diet, yeah, there's a high search volume, but the competition, is high. So keto diet for beginners is 49,000 and it's high. Now let me take a look at this is again, just looking at the keto diet, but just these two tools alone, if I stop this live stream right now, you could take these two tools and just run with it and combine them. So again, starting with Ahrefs and then looking on YouTube at the questions people are asking and seeing what the search volume is. And then once you have an idea of the topics you're going to create, then you jump over to vidIQ, and then you use their keyword, they call it keyword inspector, to come up with specifically the search volume, competition, and score, for YouTube specifically. Now, what's really cool about this is that you can actually play around with the filters. So for the filters, you could do the drop down on the filters, and then you can say, well, maybe you don't want to see any high or very high keywords at all. You only want to look at very low, low, and medium for competition, knowing that this is your low-hanging fruit that you can go after. So you would hit save and apply. So now you're only going to be looking at medium and low volume. And if you even want to get more granular, you can look at search volume over the past 30 days. Let's say, I only want to see keywords that have at least 10,000 searches over the past 30 days. So now you're filtering even more. So these are going to be all of your low-hanging fruit keywords that you can do, not just for videos on YouTube to really kind of help your videos be discovered on YouTube, but if you just want to do SEO in general. Now, let me know in the chat if this is helpful, by the way, because for doing this for so long, like 2 decades, to me, this is basic stuff, but I know that sometimes the basics is overlooked, and a lot of people that are teaching anything about SEO or, gaming YouTube or getting more YouTube views or just doing keyword research, they skip the basics and they just assume that you know this stuff. But I know, if you're just getting started, most people don't even realize these tools exist. So let me know in the chat, if this is at all helpful, because I'm really excited to share this, because I'm actually doing this right now every single day for the videos that I'm doing on the Alphapreneur YouTube channel. And I'm I get excited about this kind of stuff. So I don't know if like me getting excited about this, if I'm just like geeking out and it's like I'm excited, but it's something that's like absolutely boring to everybody else. But this is the kind of stuff that's going to allow you to make sure that your content is discovered. It's going to make sure that the content you create is going to be content that's going to be seen and be visible, because you're doing your keyword research before you even start creating anything to make sure that you're creating content and information and assets that's actually going to be seen. Because if you could spend all the time in the world making something about the keto diet, but if the competition's very high, if you're not going to spend a lot of money on search and pay-per-click and advertising and all that, you're never going to be seen. And then you're never going to, you're never going to be able to build a business. So I recommend when you're building a business, if you're just getting started and you know what kind of topics you're going to go after, do your keyword research and make sure you're doing keyword research only on keywords, or make sure you're creating content and assets only on keywords that are low-hanging fruit, at least out of the gate, because that's going to give you that initial momentum. So it's like you're packing a snowball. What you're doing with keyword research is you're packing the snowball and you're starting to just push it by hand, but you're at the top of Mount Everest. So once you start pushing it by hand, you're getting that snowball like rolling down the hill. Well, to get it, over the hill, just to get it going down the hill, that is your low-hanging fruit, and that's going after your competition that's low and medium. But then to really get into the high competition and very high competition, your snowball needs to be like halfway down Mount Everest, where you have all this traction already that's really going to help you out. So let me go ahead and just take a look at the chat real quick, just to make sure that this is helpful. Liz says, great, thanks, always learning, which, by the way, thank you so much for being active in this chat, because it's hard to do these live streams if there's no interaction. And if there's no interaction, I much rather just, not much rather, but I would just create these videos without going live at all and just publish these videos. But the interaction is what helps me understand that, or know and validate what I'm doing and what I'm creating is actually helpful. Because if I say, is this helpful? And a lot of people are saying, I already know all this, move on to something else, Chris, then I know I need to make some other content. So, and I recommend you do this as well. If you're going to do any type of education or content on YouTube, try to do some live streams, and you don't have to be on camera. Like I could totally turn off my camera right now, but I'm not, because I'm just trying to get over the fear of being on camera. But I recommend doing live streams, so that way you can interact with the chat yourself. Mike says, very. David says, very helpful. Luke says, this is golden. Thanks, Luke. David says, absolutely. Astonishing how much help is available. Tim, this is very helpful. Thank you, Tim. Sue, good stuff, Chris. Thank you, Sue. Sue, are you new here? I don't recognize you in the chat. Magnus, this is fantastic news. I had no idea, way outside my scope. Good. So this is definitely going to be helpful for everybody. Arlo says that this is awesome for my blogging. I'm curious, Arlo, what are you blogging about? I would love to, even give some feedback, and we'll do some Q&A here at the end. And I would love to be able to help give some more advice and opinions and insight on keyword research specific for what it is that, you all might be doing. RCPIM says, your basics is someone else's your basics is someone else's head scratchier. John says, great stuff. Very helpful. Thank you. I'll watch this video a couple times, and we're just getting started. I'm going to take a deeper dive into keyword research here in a second. I just want to make sure that we're on, all in the same boat here. Keyword research gets you in the front of the line. Absolutely. And that's the thing. A lot of people think that keyword research is not relevant if you're not, doing SEO. And that couldn't be any further from the truth, because I don't do anything with SEO with content. Like I don't really do any blogs anymore or do any content and design and write content that is, designed to get ranked high in the search engines. So I'm all in on YouTube now, because all the content I want to do moving forward is going to be very educational and just help and inspire and empower as many entrepreneurs as I can to, be more successful. So to do that, instead of just writing out long blog posts that are, 10,000 words, I much rather just do live streams and do videos on YouTube and help you and show you as you're like looking at my screen on what it is that I do. So most people, when they do live streams and they do create content that I've talked to, like YouTube creators, very few of them actually do keyword research, even to what I'm showing you right now, which blows my mind. They just create content on what they know about, and then they just think that they're going to be discovered. Some of them do get discovered, and but unfortunately, unfortunately for them, but fortunately for us, we're actually doing this keyword research to find the low-hanging fruit. So when we do take the time to create the content, we know it's going to be helpful, and it's going to not just be helpful, but it's low-hanging fruit to where we can get momentum very early on where they will not. Sue says, Chris, maybe you can frame the keyword research in regards to affiliate marketing and how that benefits you. That's a great idea. I'll talk about that here in a second. Sorry for being late. Lots going on today, but I made in for the last bit. We're just getting started. We haven't even really got going yet. David says today's content is totally absorbing. I'm learning quite a lot of things, which, by the way, on like a 1 to 10 scale, 1 being like, meh, and then because I quit doing these for a while, but I like to do these now. Let me know on a 1 to 10 scale in the chat, and also in the comments if you're watching the replay of this. If it, like 1 being like, I wish you would just do more presentation stuff and just get to the point. And then 10 being like, you like this kind of randomness of me just sharing my screen and kind of having a live chat with you. Let me know, like, you know, or just let me know, like, because if there were more lower numbers, I know I need to be doing more presentation based content. And if there's more higher numbers, like 8s, 9s, and 10s in the chat, then I know that more of this just like looking at my screen and me just kind of chatting with you, you would prefer that as well. Harlow says, don't turn off the camera. I won't turn off the camera. It's tempting, but I won't do it. John says, where can we see the replays of the live chats? You know, I'm not sure about that on YouTube, where you go to see that. I think if you just go watch, here, I'll jump out of vidIQ for a second. If you go to the Alphapreneur YouTube channel, just go search Alphapreneur on YouTube. And then when you go to my channel, go to playlists and then choose live streams. And then you're going to see, I think I just actually clicked on a live stream. I clicked play all. You can click on view full playlist, and then you can actually, that's weird, it's only showing 1. Well, I messed that up. So you can actually come to my YouTube channel and see past live streams. And then when you go watch a live stream, I think there's an option where you can actually turn on the chat to watch the simulated chat that was going on like during the live stream itself. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Darren says, great stuff. Thank you. I live near you. That's awesome. How'd you even find me, Darren? If you live near me, man, like the internet's a big world. Forgot about vidIQ. Thanks for the update. Yeah, vidIQ too has been making a ton of updates lately, and it's just incredible, like how that is going to benefit us as the creators, not just video creators. Like you're seeing how I showed the Keyword Explorer or Keyword Inspector on vidIQ. You don't have to be a YouTuber to be able to use that. You could just get vidIQ and then just use the Keyword Inspector just for the keyword tool itself. So there's a lot of things that you can do there. Okay, so here's where I asked for the 1s to 10s, like 1s being like you prefer more presentation, and 10s being you prefer more just like, you know, unscripted, looking at my screen, just me kind of chatting with you. So let's take a look at the ratings here real quick. So we have 10. Mike says definitely a 10. Thank you. Darren 10. David 10. Good. So Arlo 10. Okay, it looks like just about everybody here that is in the live chat prefers that these videos are kind of more like this. Scott says, I'm new here. I'm more at a 2. I'm a person and would rather you stay on topic. So I do apologize for that, Scott. There's other videos that are on the Alphapreneur YouTube channel that are definitely more, you know, just following a presentation format. So you can watch those, and I will kind of mix it up where I will have like a presentation to follow. But I find that a lot of people here, I would say 98% of the people here in the live chat prefer the 10s, or they prefer the me doing it like this, which I could see why, because then I kind of people that have seen me do this kind of stuff in the past, I tend to reveal too much, and I tend to kind of share too much and too many secrets. And I do that kind of unintentionally because it's like we're just talking like, you know, if you're sitting here next to me. So, and we kind of are because I'm watching the live chat. RCPI, which by the way, RCPIM, what's your name? Let me know in the chat because I see you've been in here a few times. I want to make sure that that I know who you are. I just picked up Keyword Sniper. So far, it's been great. Which do you use or recommend? So yeah, I guess if you did come in here a little late, I'll just kind of recap. So what I like to do is, so I use Ahrefs for my keyword research. You can also use a free tool called Uber Suggest. Uber Suggest will kind of show you just a very top level. Like if we're looking at like those pictures of like an iceberg where you see like the tip of the iceberg above the water, but then everything beneath the water is just massive. So Uber suggests lets you maybe play around with the snow on the very tippy top of the iceberg. But then if you want to take a deep dive underwater then and explore everything else, I like to use Ahrefs. And then if you're going to create more like topical content, it's going to be on YouTube and you want to create videos on YouTube and you want to make sure that your videos can be discovered, then I recommend using vidIQ. So really Ahrefs and vidIQ are my two main tools that I use. Jillian says the format is great. Cool. And then RCPIM is Chuck. Awesome. Thank you for that. Okay, so someone give me another keyword, and we're actually going to just do like another, I'm just going to show you like how I would do keyword research. Not only give me a keyword, but give me a keyword and let me know what type of content you're going to create. Are you going to create a video or are you going to create like a blog post? So I'll give you a second to let me know in the live chat if you're here live, because I want to make sure that we do this as topical to all of you that are actually here with me live. Because I just wanted to, my whole purpose of doing this, how to do keyword research in 2020, is to show you just the two tools I use and how I use the tools. Because the problem with these tools is that there are too many features. And a lot of people use these tools, they try to use all the features and they never really get to use they don't get the most out of the tool because they're trying to just do everything. So for Ahrefs, I only use Ahrefs to just look at like questions people are asking. And then I use vidIQ to make sure that before I create content, I'm creating content that has a decent search volume, but low competition. Another tool, I'll actually just kind of throw this in there because I just thought of it. I haven't used it in years, but I do know a lot of people that swear by it. It's called Answer the Public. So let me go to Answer the Public. So you go to answerthepublic.com. Let me take a look at some of the live chat here. So, okay, so David and Sue, David says, Sue mentioned affiliate marketing, don't forget. Yeah, so for affiliate marketing, are you wanting to see how to do keyword research on the term affiliate marketing, or are you wanting to promote a product as an affiliate marketer? And if so, give me a name of a product that you would like to promote as an affiliate marketer, or a category of a product where products are that you would promote as an affiliate marketer, and then I'll make sure that I take a really deep dive with you and kind of show you how I would go about doing that. So when you say affiliate marketing, just be a little more specific so I can make sure I touch on the right things. Liz says video self-publishing. Okay, so self-publishing, that's great. That's a great one. So let's go ahead and do that. For example, when you say self-publishing, I assume like writing your own books and publishing your own books like that for self-publishing. So I see there's others that came in as well. So, but other ideas as well, but I'll just go ahead and start with Liz and we'll do a couple of yours live. So for self-publishing, so what I would do is, again, I would start at, why am I Answer the Public? I'll show you how Answer the Public works. So if you are in, what I like to do is just use it for the United States. And then I would type in self-publishing. So I'm going to hit search. And then what you can do for this is come down and it's going to show you some crazy stuff. But what we're going to click on is data. And it's going to show you questions people are asking that are related to, the word are, like is self, or, well, I don't know why it says are, it should be is, but words like are, can, how, what, when, which, who. So this gives you like other really cool ideas on things that you can search for that are question based. Whereas when you're looking on Ahrefs, you were just, the only thing I don't like about Answer the Public, it doesn't show you search volume. So if you want to do self-publishing, Liz, for example, and you're going to create videos about self-publishing, but you don't know what questions to ask, you can start with Answer the Public and then just get ideas for questions that people are asking. Then you can jump over into Ahrefs. Make sure, again, I'll start at the beginning here for people that are kind of new, that are coming in. So you would go to Ahrefs, click on Keyword Explorer, and then for here, you would make sure you're on YouTube, and you would type in self-publishing. And then go ahead and do search, and we're going to do questions. And then these are questions people are asking. So you can see the search volume is showing pretty low, but don't let that throw you off. There's a lot of people that are looking for self-publishing. The way that Ahrefs pulls in search volume is really based off of like queries that people are doing in Ahrefs. Like they're gathering data and they're data mining as people are using the software. So Ahrefs has been around for a very long time. So the more people that use the software and the more searches people are doing, their bots are then going out there and gathering that data as it's being searched for in real time, to my understanding. So even though you're not seeing any volume here, that's okay. So I would just kind of look here to get an idea of like maybe topics that I could create a video about. So let's say maybe how to use self-publishing software. Let's say that is a video you want to create for sure. So then what you want to do is you would go back over to YouTube, and then assuming you have Keyword Inspector, you would use the dropdown, which is vidIQ. When you sign up for vidIQ, you install a Chrome extension, and then you go onto YouTube, and when the Chrome extension is activated, you can go down to Keyword Inspector, and this is all built in within vidIQ, and you would do self-publishing software, knowing you're going to do a video about like what is self-publishing software. So you would do get results, and then you're going to see like, well, self-publishing software, it's apparently not a fluke. There's just not a lot of people searching for it. Even though you, let's say Liz, wanted to make a video about self-publishing software, and you might be like, oh, everyone wants to know about that. No, not really. You would spend all this time making a video about self-publishing software, and nobody cares. So if we take a look here, book writing software, even though that's pretty much the exact same thing, people are not typing in self-publishing software, they're typing in book writing software. So now what I would do is maybe come back to YouTube and type in book writing, or come back to Ahrefs and search for questions. And then now this is going to give you a lot. Instead of using the word self-publishing, you might want to start with making content like how to start writing a book. And then you create content around that, and then you would start sprinkling in keywords that would be about book writing software. So I hope that's making sense on like how I use the two in conjunction, like together. And then as far as, by the way, if anyone has any questions regarding, or you wanted me to take a deeper dive on a specific part of keyword research, especially in 2020 and how to do it, or any other questions you have relating to it, I would be happy to answer questions live and kind of take this live training in whatever direction you want me to go in. So I'm just kind of pulling off some ideas that are coming through the live chat and just kind of winging it with you, and then seeing what we can do here together. So take a look here. Another one. Okay, so Mike says, I wrote a book called Bad Boss. So little plug for Mike there, Bad Boss. Would love to know what keywords to use. So Mike, be a little more specific and let me know for Bad Boss, like what's the book about, or what's your goal? Assuming you just want to sell more copies of the book. Would you be willing to do videos? Would you be willing to do videos on YouTube? Would you be willing to do videos on YouTube and live stream for all the reasons that I mentioned at the beginning of this live stream? And if so, you give me some ideas of keywords that are related to your book, and then we can kind of take a stab at that. Scott says fitness class, live video and YouTube playback. So let's say you want to do, so fitness class, Scott, assuming maybe home fitness is something that you're doing right now, you need to go back to YouTube or go back to Ahrefs, and you would type in, maybe fitness class, and then see what kind of questions are out there, and then like how to run a fitness class, because you almost need to give me a little bit more detail. So for anyone who wants me to kind of take a dive into your keyword research personally, give me a little more to bite on. So when you say fitness class, are you talking about, do you want to run a fitness class from home? Are you wanting to do live fitness classes and get people to watch your fitness classes? Are you wanting to teach people how to run a fitness class? Once I know that, then I'll be able to take a deeper dive with you. Joseph says personal development. So, okay, this is a good example. So let's say you have a topic, or you just know the industry you want to go into, but you're just curious what type of content to create for that industry. Let's say you, like Joseph, wants to do something related to personal development, but you're just kind of not sure where to even start. So you don't even know what to maybe put into Ahrefs to get some ideas. Well, then what I would do there is I work backwards. The way I work backwards is I'll install vidIQ, which again, vidIQ, for those of you that are just joining us, is a Chrome extension that you sign up for free and apply your Chrome extension. And then when you go to YouTube, you have the Chrome extension, so you're gonna have these cool features other people don't have. One is Keyword Inspector. So we're gonna choose Keyword Inspector, and Joseph says personal development. So what I would do is I would type in personal development. So this is starting at a very, very high level, meaning that you don't know specifically what you want to create content on. You just know the industry you want to do keyword research on. So here you would just do personal development and hit get results. Now what it's going to do here is it's going to just give you everything. So before I even start considering, what to take a deep dive on, I do some filters. So I don't want to see anything that has high competition or very high competition. Sorry, you can't see that. I don't want to do anything that has high competition or very high competition. So I'm going to uncheck those and hit save. And then I'm going to hit apply. So now I'm only looking at keywords that are related to personal development that are on YouTube. And I'm looking at the search volume and I'm looking at the competition, meaning is there a lot of competition or not? So even though you might have thought in your mind, Joseph, that you want to do personal development already out of the gate, I would probably change that to either self-improvement or personal growth, which is kind of cool because most people would think they're just getting into personal development because if you go to the bookstore, I think like personal development, it's an actual section in a bookstore. So most people getting into this, they would just think without doing keyword research, they would just say, I'm going to do personal development. But if you look here, personal development is 95,000 searches a month and the competition's really high. But if you do self-improvement, there's 183,000 searches a month. The competition's medium. And if you just change your wording to personal growth, there's 32,000 searches a month, not as many searches, but the competition's low. So you would actually be able to make more of a splash and get more momentum faster and easier by going after personal growth. So this goes for anybody that wants to get into any industry at all, or you want to create some videos on some stuff and you don't even know where to start. I would actually probably even recommend don't even sign up for Ahrefs. Just sign up for vidIQ, install the Chrome extension, then go to YouTube just so you can use this keyword inspector and just start doing research like we're doing right now. Is that helpful? If it is, just let me know. Just say yes in the live chat or give me a thumbs up. Or if you're watching the replay of this, just let me know in the comments because, again, I feed and my fuel is your interaction. So the more you engage, that tells me the direction that I'm going, if I'm going in a good direction or a bad direction. Okay, so that's a cool thing to do with personal development. And then coming down, you can even see like when you start creating, you want to create content. Are you wanting to, let's say you're trying to come up with, okay, you're going to go into personal growth. So then change out your keyword and then put in personal growth and then hit get results. And then now we're going to take a deep dive into that. Now you can see there's a lot of things here that are 0, 0, 0, 0. I don't want to see those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter these results. I'm going to click the little filter and I'm going to do the search volume for the past 30 days, start at 10,000. So it just kind of gets rid of all the zeros. Now we're taking a deep dive into what you thought was going to be personal development, but it's actually personal growth because you want to have low-hanging fruit and you just want to make an impact right away. So then you can come here and say and think, okay, well, you might want to make some videos about self-improvement. And I would just start a spreadsheet and just start dropping these keywords in a spreadsheet because these would be like your topics that you'd be creating content for. So self-improvement, growth mindset, all of these, again, medium, low competition, but a really good search volume. And if you want to filter this even more, click filter again. And then let's remove medium and just see the absolute lowest hanging fruit. You can see it's really taken down the keywords. And a lot of these, you might be like, I don't want to make content on any of these. So I usually don't chunk it down that far. But you can, if you really want to start, with very, very low competition, like next to no competition at all, but decent search volume, you can see intentional living. Now, I don't know really too much about that, but if you wanted to create content around that, or you've got influencers in the space, so people that are searching for Ed Milet, Andy Frisella, which Andy Frisella lives like an hour from me, Craig Kenneth, sorry, you guys can't see that. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that I'm not sharing my whole screen here. So you got Ed Milet, Andy Frisella, Craig Kenneth, all these, very low and low competition. So yeah, you're not Andy Frisella, but you could create some content. Let's say you're wanting to build up a personal growth channel. this is kind of a trick that I'm doing. These are like secrets that I probably shouldn't be sharing, but I'm just going to share it anyway because we're live and I like to share everything I can because I want to give you as much information as you can to go succeed. I'm trying to think of the best way to share this. So let's say you want to really capitalize on like someone's name, like Andy Frisella. What you could do is you can make compilation videos where it's like, the top 10 best motivational speeches from by Andy Frisella, or Andy Frisella's best advice for 2020 or for 2020. And then what you can do, and this is the content that I'm creating out of the gate for Alphapreneur, is I'm making these compilation videos, and then I'm going out there and finding videos with really good advice and really good like sound bites and clips. I'm putting them all together and making my own video, but then I'm letting people know where all the sources are coming from. So you're pretty much just making a really incredible video for someone to watch. It's really going to be inspiring. Your brand's going to get in front of the audience that you want to get in front of them, but you're almost getting to them. It's like a shortcut. It's like a shortcut to get to them by, leveraging these names and search terms and all that. But you're making videos where it's not even your content, it's other people's content, but which is totally okay to do as long as you give credit to where the content came from. So, and by actually putting links in your description that is linking to the original source and all of that. So that's kind of a cool little YouTube hack on, and I've seen some like all the top motivational channels that are out there on YouTube. It's not original content. All the top motivational channels out there are just compilation videos of speeches and stuff from they're just pieced together videos, and they're getting hundreds and hundreds of millions of views. So, I just started my channel like a week ago, so I don't have that many views yet, and I'm not going to buy views or buy subscribers or anything like that. So it's going to be a long process, but this is how I'm going to be doing it. When you want to kind of tap into certain industries and you want to use keyword research to do that, that's kind of a really cool way to go about doing it. So wasn't planning on sharing any of that, but hopefully that was helpful. Let's go ahead and take a look at some others here. So, okay. So Sue says, no promote a product. So weight loss, dog training, battery recycle. Okay. So assuming that you want to promote those type of products, weight loss, dog training, that kind of stuff. So first you need to go out there and I'm not going to cover this in this video because it's not relevant, but you need to figure out what kind of product you want to create. So you're kind of all over the place there with weight loss, dog training, and battery recycle. So you need to pick one of those three. And if you're wondering, well, which one should you start with, do keyword research for it and find out like what's the competition for those. Or let's say you just personally passionate about dog training. Well, what you could do with vidIQ here is we'll just type in dog training, and then let's just see what's out there. So the filters are all still applied. So we're just going to show medium. I'm not going to worry about high and very high, just medium. 10,000 to 1 million searches a month, and apply. So if you're going to do, let's say, dog training products. So let's say you want to be an affiliate for a dog training product, and you found a dog training product on ClickBank or, somewhere where you're promoting a product as an affiliate, then you would not make videos and content about just dog training. You would need to do a little keyword research and figure out, well, okay, I want to, get in front of the dog market. And I was just reading these as I was talking. So you want to get in front of the dog market and you're trying to figure out the best way to do it. I would start looking at these, and it's like Portuguese water dog. Now, there is 13,213 searches a month on YouTube for Portuguese water dog. The competition is very low. So I would make some videos about training Portuguese water dogs. And you don't even have to create the content yourself. You can go out there and source other content. Like I was just talking, like my little hack for putting compilation videos together, which I got the idea from just watching motivational videos on YouTube. I was like, I could do that. And then that can work for any industry. So that could work with actually doing affiliate marketing. If you want to promote products as an affiliate, search Portuguese water dog, find a lot of really cool videos out there, put some compilation videos together. And, you could have pop-ups on the video, and even the first line in your description, you can have a link to a product for dog training, knowing that, it doesn't matter what kind of dog people have. They could use it. They could be interested in a dog training product. It doesn't have to be dog training for Portuguese water dogs. It could just be a dog training product, but you're getting in front of people with dogs by shortcutting, you're kind of like hacking YouTube by instead of just making dog training videos, you're going after terms that have decent search volume and low competition. So I hope that makes sense, not just to Sue, but to really anyone out there. I'm just kind of throwing a bunch of ideas at you and a bunch of, advice. And then hopefully for each of you, this is relating in some way, shape, or form where you're just kind of taking some notes off of it. So hopefully that was helpful. Okay, Liz says, yes, books and nonfiction or children's books. Okay, so this is going back to self-publishing. So let's say you are wanting to do, self-publishing with children's books. Well, I would probably, since we're on vidIQ, I'm not going to jump around to different keyword platforms. I'll just type in children's books. And I'm curious, actually, just what's out there. Okay, no one, there's not a lot of... I probably have to change the, I'm just not going to have any filters on because that way we can just see what is actually out there. Okay, so children's books. So I'm just seeing if there's anything about self-publishing with children's books, and it looks like most of the search terms right out of the gate are all related to like reading aloud. So I'm trying to think off the top of my head if there's something some kind of shortcut or way we could kind of hack this where you could go after people that are looking for children's books read aloud, but then you could offer some, almost just what I mentioned with affiliate marketing, how you could like kind of come in and like you could have books about bedtime stories, but then you could kind of offer your product about self-publishing bedtime story books. That could be something worth trying. I don't know. That's a tough one. Something else you can do, let me actually show you this is kind of a cool thing with Ahrefs, and most people don't know, is that you can actually, and I actually use this feature a lot too. So you could type in, let's say, self-publishing. So we're just going to actually not just look at YouTube. We're just going to look at all keyword, we're not going to look at questions. We're going to look at all keyword ideas. So there's 476 keywords here. So if you want to combine two different keyword phrases, so you could do self-publishing, then you can click on include and then type in children and then hit apply. So now it's going to search to see if there's any search like terms out there with self-publishing that include the word children. And you can see self-publishing a children book. So maybe we could try children and children's, but I'll take that and then I'll jump back over to vidIQ and see if I put in self-publishing a children book, if that even shows anything here. And it does, but again, it looks like it's really hard to find anything related to self-publishing and children's books. So I would probably look more at nonfiction. So I would, shelf the idea of talking about children's books and maybe consider going the route of nonfiction. So hopefully that was helpful. Liz says, great, thanks. You're welcome. Okay, Luke, these questions are great, by the way. Any questions that are related to the training I'm doing, definitely ask them so that way I can answer them for you. So Luke says, would you rely solely on the overall score of vidIQ to decide that specific keyword is a go, or would you keep within the search volume boundary? So I don't look at the overall score. I don't know too much about about the algorithm is what constitutes what goes into that overall score. What I look at is the search volume and then the competition, just those two alone. So search volume and competition. Sorry, you couldn't see my mouse. So I look at search volume and then competition, those two columns. I don't look at the overall score. I'm sure that could be helpful for some people, but I just look at those two because I understand what that means. Low competition, good search volume. And then I also don't create content or videos, or I don't anything at all on anything that has less than 10,000 searches a month. So that's kind of like my rule of thumb with that. Mike says, I want to sell more copies. So this is regarding to, I think it was Bad Boss. Want to sell more copies, would be willing to do videos. Books is about those bosses you hate. Provide 7 steps to make a plan, better relationship with them. So if you're wanting to do more, like sell more copies of your book, then I would start doing some keyword research around just boss. Now, I'm not going to do it now because it would take a good 20, 30 minutes to really drill through all the stuff related to boss. But to really put together a keyword research list of just things with the word boss in it that would be most relatable to your book. And then I would make some fun videos about, bad bosses. And you could even have like, meme type videos and all kinds of fun things. And then I would then just have, instead of running it, like having YouTube run ads in your videos, put your own kind of plugs for your book, or have an overlay where people can buy your book in your video. So I wouldn't be making videos about your book. I would be making videos about bad bosses. You got to get into the minds of the people that would be buying your book, and then make content that's going to appeal to them. But instead of just, again, making money off of general ads running alongside your video, you're making money off of you selling your own book. Hopefully that makes sense. Scott says, running a live fitness class for members to do at home. Okay, so this was relating to the fitness keywords we were doing earlier. So something that which, by the way, this is kind of totally out of right field, but this is kind of fun to look at. So I like to, when I'm doing keyword research too, I'll go to Google Trends. So you can find Google Trends by just going to google.com/trends. And then from here, this is so crazy. So right now we're going through this crisis with the coronavirus and all that. So look at this. If you type in work from home, this is just interesting. I'll get on the topic of fitness here in a second. But you can actually look at the past 5 years and then look at this. Now it's dropped off because, we're at the beginning of April. So it's showing like April just started, the month of April. So it doesn't have the search volume, but look at that. Like, oh, I'm sorry, you can't even see it. There we go. Sorry about that. So you can see the search volume is just like, and then all of a sudden, massive boom, because most people are home. So they're searching for things related to work from home. So when you're doing keyword research, it's all also kind of fun to put in your root words in Google Trends to see, where the trends, what's the trend graph looking like, over the past, for this search I did over the past 5 years, which I usually don't go beyond that. I just look at 5 years to see, where that's going. Now, for Scott running a live fitness class, look at this, do home workout. And then it's going to have, look at that, it has the same spike. And now it's not as much as work from home, but you can see right now, obviously, this is kind of a green light for you to jump on the trend of, home workout. So what I would do is you can either start with Ahrefs or you can start with vidIQ. So we'll just do vidIQ, for example, because I've been really on this. So we would type in home workout, and then we just want to see what's out there, because you would want to go after low-hanging fruit, because you've got fitness classes that are, about home workouts. So we would do filter, and for the filter, we're going to look at, the competition. There's going to be a lot of competition for this, I would imagine. So we just don't want to look at that, because if you want to like tap this trend right now, you want to look at low-hanging fruit so you can hit that trend hard with your keyword research, and you can spend time making videos that are going to be discoverable rather than videos that are not going to be discoverable. So we're going to hit apply and look at very low. Oh, actually, another thing I want to look at is search volume, at least 10,000. So that way we just make the best use of our time. So you can see here, home workout for running a live fitness class. You probably wouldn't have thought to do quarantine home workout. Right now, that's very topical. So if you have a program that you're trying to sell, that's maybe a at-home workout program, I would recommend making videos about using the phrase quarantine home workout. And I would actually probably make the first video you would create, quarantine home workout would be the title. And then in your description, your tags and everything, make sure you have quarantine home workout. And then maybe make a couple of those, like quarantine home abs workout or quarantine home leg workout. So you could essentially build a playlist of all these quarantine home workouts. And then this is getting a little more, a lot more in depth on keyword research, but I'm going to make more videos about keyword research, taking a deeper dive on this. I probably won't do them live. I'm just going to make videos and make a playlist on the Alphapreneur YouTube channel, which you haven't done so already. Make sure you subscribe so that way you don't miss out on this kind of stuff. But I'm going to make videos and put them in a playlist for you that kind of takes a deep dive into what's called like power playlists, which is you create playlists on YouTube and they're all related to the same type of keyword you're going after. So when someone's done watching one video, it rolls into the next video and the next video, and it's all related. And then that really helps you out too. So that was a totally random tip. But yeah, so again, start with home workout, and then you're looking for the low-hanging fruit. So you can see here, there's a lot here that is probably not going to be really relatable, like real time, Gymshark. No. So cellulite. So you might want to do quarantine home workout for cellulite, quarantine home upper body workout. So this is another trick, is like combining 2 or 3 keyword phrases. So you're going at, you're kind of capturing attention from multiple keyword phrases at one time. So pick one phrase that you really want to go after first, and then think about others that you can kind of wrap together, and then kind of have a series of videos or a series of content that you can do that's all around this. Now, this stuff does not apply with like Facebook Live or, Instagram or anything like this. This is all really related to just YouTube. But that's, I'm all in on YouTube right now. And the reason for that is for what I'm showing you right now. Because if you're going to be spending all this time creating content, you might as well create content and put it on a platform that's going to live on forever and really snowball over time, and just your views are going to accumulate. Whereas you do this kind of stuff and put it up on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, I mean, it's seen for like a second, and then you got to pay for that to be seen over and over and over, which I don't recommend doing. So hopefully that was helpful, Scott, and everybody else, as far as taking a deep dive into, running live fitness classes. Okay, so I must ask a question earlier, and I got a lot of yeses. I forgot what the question even was. But I got a lot of yeses, and certainly, so that's good. Magnus says this video is worth millions. I appreciate it, Magnus. I'm here for all of you. Okay, so another question from Sesamisto. Are you going to put all of these training webinars in the training portal? No, they're just on the YouTube channel. They're all free. Just subscribe to the Alphapreneur YouTube channel. I'm going to organize all these type of videos into very tactical playlists for you. So it's going to be easy to come back and watch these in playlist format. And I've been getting a lot of emails and questions from people saying, like, why are you doing all this stuff for free? And the reason being is I got a lot of stuff to teach, and I got a lot of stuff I want to share with a lot of you. And if I do all this, behind a portal somewhere, then it's going to not be seen by a lot of people. So I'm doing all this for free. And then kind of my whole plug is that, I've built Alphapreneur.com, which is a private social network for entrepreneurs. And for anyone that wants to kind of talk about this further and get into personal conversations about how this kind of stuff can apply to your business and all that happens inside of Alphapreneur.com, which again is a private social network for entrepreneurs. And so that's kind of my why for I'm doing all this stuff for free. But if you want to take this further and talk after all this live stream stuff and not just talk in the comment thread, you can join Alphapreneur.com, and we talk about this stuff all day long. So Sue says, Chris, this is all good stuff, but can you show us the next steps? Like you think what to create content, you do your keyword research, what's next? So that's for other videos. This whole video right now, I want to keep focused on just how to do keyword research in 2020. And I'm using a lot of your live examples on how to do keyword research. So instead of just me picking like one topic and then just talking about one topic, I want to use your topics and show you how I do keyword research for anything for 2020. But as far as creating content and all that, I'm going to do live streams, every weekday at 1 p.m. Central. So I've got a lot of content to create. I'll make another live stream that is all about creating the content. And I'll have a live stream about creating blog posts or creating written content. I'll show you how to create video content, all that kind of stuff. So right now is just keyword research, and that just keeps us all on task with just keyword research. Siamesto says, healthy eating without processed food. So, so we'll kind of go down a rabbit hole for another topic. So healthy eating. So what I would do, again, if you haven't done so already, I should have affiliate link for this, but I dropped the ball. I didn't sign up for it. I didn't become an affiliate, but vidIQ, there is a link in the description. I'll put after the live stream to where you can go to it. But you would get vidIQ, install a browser extension, come to YouTube. You have this cool little tool that nobody else has. You click on Keyword Inspector. And then to do keyword research, what we'll do is we'll type in healthy eating. And then, not healthy heating. That could be a thing. I don't know. Healthy eating. And then we just want to see, we're going to take a look at the filters. And then before I even start looking at anything, we're just going to look at competition. And I'm going to uncheck high and very, sorry, you can't see that. High and very high. So I'm only looking for very low, low, and medium. search volume is going to be at least 10,000 searches, and then apply. And we're going to see what's out there. So if you want to create a bunch of content about healthy eating, whether it be you're creating your own product about healthy eating, or you're wanting to promote products as an affiliate that are related to healthy eating, you probably would not want to make videos about healthy eating because the search volume is decent, but the competition is really high. So what we want to do, and it doesn't look like the filters were, that filter wasn't, those filters were, I did not save that. So now what we want to do is look at medium and low competition. So healthy eating, 74,000 searches, but the competition's really high. Healthy diet, which is essentially the same thing, 36,000 searches, the competition is medium. So already, you should probably go down the rabbit hole of healthy diet, not healthy eating, as far as like your root words that you're going to be using. Looking at this even further, what can I eat in a day? That can all be related to healthy eating, but that search term specifically, over 1 million searches every 30 days, and the competition is medium, which is incredible. Mediterranean diet, that's related to healthy eating. You can see here 60,000 searches. The competition is very low. So that is like super low hanging fruit. Like if you're looking at a fruit tree, this would be like the branches are bending so far, the fruit's like laying on the ground. So that there's that many searches in a very low competition. So this is just looking at this, anything that is low and very low, I would just start putting these in a spreadsheet, and that would give you all the topics of the type of videos you want to create that are related to that. So hopefully that was helpful for you, Mesto, and everyone else. Amazing dogs. My brother has one. I guess you're, that was related to the water dog. That's cool. Mark says it would be very interesting to see the actual process and tools you use to create compilation videos. I'll definitely do that for a future video. A future live stream I will show how I create compilation videos. For this one, it's just we're going to be talking about keyword research. What software would you use to create the videos, and where to find a good source of soundtracks? So just to kind of throw it out there, just so you know, so software, you can, if you're on a Mac, you could just use ScreenFlow. You could get fancy and use like Adobe Premiere or Final Cut or Adobe After Effects or something like that. But I just use ScreenFlow, which is actually a screen recording software, but that's the only software I understand that I can do myself. So I use ScreenFlow for the Mac. You can use Camtasia for the PC. And for soundtracks, what I use for music is a place called Epidemic Sound, which you can go to epidemicsound.com. And this is where you can get royalty-free music. You got to pay for a subscription for that, but the background music, that's where you can get that kind of stuff. So I'm getting off the topic of keyword research, so I do apologize, but I know some of you, I asked this in the past, if you don't mind if I go off tangent sometimes or off topic, and you all like that. So I'm just going to go off topic every once in a while. Luke says, is there any way of finding out whether the videos associated with a particular keyword have an audience history of link clicking, say to an external landing page? No, unfortunately not. You cannot find out like how, to answer your question, no. I wish there was. That would be super cool, like, underground software. If you have a way of creating that software, you'd probably make a lot of money selling that software. I know I would buy it, but it's not out there to my knowledge. Liz says, Google Trend comparison, really cool. Thanks for sharing that trends tip. You're welcome. I use Google Trends a lot just to kind of see how things are going. And let's just go ahead and do that again. So looking at Google Trends, healthy eating was something that was brought up. So let's say you're going to do healthy eating and you're wondering like, well, we all know it's probably trending up, but we'll just check. So we do healthy eating. And then you can see trend over time is constantly like up and down, but it's actually kind of slowly trending down. So then that's, but it makes sense. At the beginning of every year, around January, it spikes. So no really surprise there, but it's fun to use Google Trends before you actually spend hours and hours and hours and days creating content, just to make sure that what you're doing, what to expect based off of search volume. Chuck says, great info here today. Thank you, Chuck. Ditto Magnus, this topic, is this a topic helpful? Was a question. Let YouTube store them, free up Chris's network storage. behind the scenes, how to, behind the scenes on how to create the scene. Looking forward to this post. That was helpful. Cool. So it looks like we're, the live chat got quiet there for a second. So is there any final or any other final questions that you have, or are there any other keywords any of you would like for me to do some keyword research for you, to at least kind of get you going on the right path? Or yeah, this is kind of open Q&A right now. Is there any final things you want me to show you or talk about, or anything while we're here live? Because for all of you that are here live, again, I really appreciate it. And I'm going to be going live again tomorrow, same time, same place, on the YouTube channel, Alphapreneur. And don't know what the topic tomorrow is going to be yet. So even if you guys have some ideas for topics for tomorrow too, let me know, and then I'd be happy to do it. I'm going to take a sip of water real quick. Oh. Okay, so Sue says, Chris, any tips from finding what is trending now? That is an awesome tip. That's an awesome tip. That's an awesome question, Sue. And yes, there is a killer tip for finding what's trending now, but I can't share it with you because it's super, super secret. And if I shared this with too many people, then everyone would go after what's trending now. But since you're here, I'll go ahead and do it. So what we can do for that, let me find out. It's in vidIQ. You, again, install vidIQ in the Chrome extension. And then you have this cool little thing where we just kept going to Keyword Inspector, which is a drop down that's within vidIQ. You can actually choose. Actually, before I do this, let me know in the live chat, Sue, since you're here. What industry, or, well, do you just want to know what's trending now just in general, like on YouTube? Like, do you want to know that, or do you want to know like a specific category? Let me know in the chat before I even show this to you, because I'm curious where you want to go with this, so I can make this super relevant to you. And then anyone else, if anyone else wants to see like what's trending just on YouTube in general and how to really take a deep dive on that, just say yes in the chat, because I need to know before I spend a lot of time sharing this, because I don't want to waste anyone's time here. Sue says for weight loss, and Todd, I see, or Todd Lloyd, I see your chat there too, so I'll get to that as well. Okay, so for weight loss, so what we would do here is you would actually choose most viewed, and this is like super secret stuff, so don't share this with a lot of people. Yeah, this is available on vidIQ, but I don't know a lot of people actually use this feature. But it's a cool secret weapon. So what you can do is for most viewed, you can actually, for weight loss, you can choose categories, and you want to find the one that's most relevant. So it would be weight loss. Don't really know what the best category for that would be. So what we could do, let's just type in weight loss, and then you're going to hit search. Then you can see past 48 hours, this week, this month, or past 6 months. Now I'm going to break this down for you. And I choose past 6 months. And then for past 6 months, you can see all the videos that are trending on YouTube. There is no like trending feature in vidIQ. It's only called most viewed. But what you want to look at here is this number called VPH. VPH stands for views per hour. So this video was uploaded 4 months ago, and it's getting an average of 1,400 people watching this video every single hour. So we typed in weight loss. So when you start really broad like that, you're going to probably get a lot of randomness. So you kind of want more of a specific topic to search for to put it in here. So like Mediterranean diet would be an example. I don't want to type that because I don't know. You would see in real time how bad my spelling really is. But you would want to have something a little more specific that you could type in, and then you want to see if there's any videos that you can emulate or you could make a better version of. So taking a look at the chat again, small business survival. So let's just type in survival, because I don't think small business survival, I think that's too narrow of a search term, but we could just type in survival. And then let's say you're in the survival space, you can get an idea of like what type of survival things are out there on YouTube that are not only just trending, but just getting a ridiculous amount of searches. So this one right here, survival skills, primitive life, dig, cracks, finding meat, fish, cat. I don't under. They're definitely trying to hack the title there to get as many views as they can, but it's working. They're getting like 28,000 views, and this video was uploaded a month ago, and they're getting 28,000 views an hour, which is amazing. So I'm just trying to see if there's something else I can give a better example of. Buying quarantine survival animals at the auction. Okay, these are bad examples. So let me take a look here and at the live chat, see if there's a better example I could give. Self-healing. Let's do self-healing. This was from Hadrius. So let's take a look at self-healing. Okay. Again, we're just looking at like what's trending right now based off of views per hour. So some of these are like low views, so not the best. Let me give you here. I'll do some. Let's just type in SEO, and then see marketing related if there's anything that has high views per hour. And that's not going to be even good. So let's try something else. Let's take a look at gaming. We're not going to look at SEO. Say just going to search gaming. And then you can actually see what's trending in gaming. So let's say let's say you have some type of gaming product, or you're wanting to promote a product as an affiliate in the gaming industry. Then you could come here and find something that has a lot of views per hour, like PS5 controller, biggest changes, 30,000 views. So let's say you have something that's related to even PlayStation that might be in the gaming industry. What I do is this takes a while to do for keyword research, but if you want to, you can actually imagine being in the ocean and you're a fish. Would you rather just swim around in the ocean as a fish by yourself, just hoping people are going to find you? That would probably that'd be very hard, right? But imagine you're in the ocean and you're a fish. Why not be the fish that just sucks on to like the whales that then go around the ocean? So I don't know if that's a good analogy or not, but so what I'm trying to get at is, instead of just creating videos that you think are going to be good based off of doing keyword research in 2020, why not find videos that are already successful and then make a video that's better than that one and then piggyback off of that video? So let me show you how to do that. I was going to save this for actually a completely different live stream, but for everybody that's here now, I'll just share it with you. So what we'll do here, let's say you want to do something related to this PS5 controller. So you could click on PS5 controller. I'm going to pause this. But remember, this had like a lot of views per hour. I think it was like 30,000. So you would come down here, and something else that you can do, or something else that you have the ability to do with vidIQ, is you can actually look at their video tags. So can you all see this? If you can, just say yes in the chat. I'm going to try to zoom in a lot so you can see this. So I'm looking at that one video specifically, and I can see their video tags, and I can see all the tags and what they're ranking for. Well, instead of, and this is like super secret, like hacking YouTube kind of stuff, is not in a bad way. This is like an ethical way. So you can make a video about the PS5 controller that would essentially be like a sequel to what this video is about. So people that are watching this video, you can make a better video, or when someone's done watching this video, think of a video you could create that would be like the next thing that they would want to watch, that they would want to binge on. Then you can actually copy. There's actually a button here, copy. I could download it, but this little paperclip, if I click on that, I just copied all these keywords. So let me see if I can pull up my text editor so you can see this. So I click that little paperclip, and now I've got all those keywords. I just copied right off of that video that's trending. So now I would make a better video that would essentially be like a sequel to this video. Let me zoom out so we can look at this video together. So this video is the PS5 controller biggest changes. So when people are watching this video on YouTube, see where it says up next on the right-hand side? You could get up to being up next on the right-hand side by going after the exact same keywords. So you can simply copy their keywords. They're using them for their video. Make a video that is like a title that would, when someone's done watching this, they would want to see yours. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I'm just kind of giving you some examples. And then create that video. Don't add any tags. Use the exact same tags that they're using. And then in your description, like in your actual description of the video itself, you can say, if you like this video, check out, and then link to the video that's trending right now. Because then YouTube is going to see that you just linked to their video internally, and then you also use the same video tags. They're going to see you as hyper relevant to this video, and then you're going to be shown at the very top of the up next, which is crazy because you're not. It's like keyword research taken to a super, secret level, because we're not doing keyword research to show up organically in the search results. We're doing keyword research off of videos that are actually trending and then showing is the up next video, which you can get an amazing amount of views just by doing that. Was that cool? If it was, just type in like cool in the live chat, because that I was saving this for another live stream because it's hard to wrap your mind around. And I know we've been on here for an hour and a half already. And if you've been here with me since the beginning of this, your mind's probably fried, but I want to make sure that was helpful. Looks like Chuck says, perfect way to link up your video to high rated views. Try Alphapreneur, that's trending. Yeah, I hope so. I'm doing my best. Liz got to jump off. Thank you for being here, Liz. Okay, we got a lot of cools. So awesome. Well, I think I should probably wrap things up because we've been here for 90 minutes and I was planning on making this video like 20 to 30 minutes. So I was just trying to really deliver as much information as I can to all of you. So Joseph says, Super Ninja, always willing to learn more. Cool. So since we're kind of finishing up here, if you enjoyed this talk, what I ask of you, since I'm doing all of this for free, is if you can just leave a comment. Like if you're live in the chat, that's awesome. But if you can leave a comment below the video, that would help out in this video being discovered for me, so I could just share this message with more people. And if you can, share this video on social media and use the hashtag Alphapreneur, so that way I can see you. Because what I do is every night I go through and I read all the comments for all my the live streams that I did for that day, and live stream, singular, not plural. I read all the comments, but I also take a look at all the people that shared these videos on social media. So there's like a share button that you can do on the video on YouTube and share it on Facebook. You can share it on LinkedIn. You can share it on Twitter. Real easy in like a couple clicks. And that's like that's your way of like thanking me for doing this. So thank you for helping me if you do that. And also what I'm going to do to thank you even further is I randomly select one lucky person that either left a comment. Well, I select two people. One, I select a person that left a comment below this video. And then also I select one person that shared this video on social media and used the hashtag Alphapreneur. And I give them, so two people every day, I give them free lifetime access to alphapreneur.com, which again is the private social network for entrepreneurs that I created, to where we talk about this stuff all the time in a private environment, 24/7. And Alphapreneur is $97 a month, but I give you lifetime access to Alphapreneur just by sharing and commenting on this. And I do that for two people every day. So for yesterday, and I'm going to do this on live streams, I'm going to do a shout out to the people I do this for. So just as a shout out, yesterday we have RC. Well, this is Chuck, because I asked for his name. So Chuck left a comment on yesterday's video. He said, another great video day. Engagement is off the charts. You bring out the best in all of us. I missed the live, but I caught up on the replay, sharing and posting as much as I can. Let's build this channel together and help as many people as we can. Thanks again. Stay safe. Cheers. So Chuck, I'm going to get in touch with you and you get free lifetime access to Alphapreneur. So thank you for leaving a comment. Again, I read all these comments and I pick one random person every day. And then the other one is Luke. So Luke looks like on Facebook, he said hashtag Alphapreneur. So when he did that, I was able to see it. Luke says, Chris Luck is just a wealth of knowledge. And if you're at all interested in creating an online business, this is the guy I listen to. He has a live YouTube currently at 7 p.m. GMT. Do yourself a favor, check it out from time to time, or visit his channel, Alphapreneur. So Luke, thank you for sharing that. and I'm going to reach out to you. I know you're an actual paying member right now of Alphapreneur, but I'm going to gift you a lifetime membership. So I'm going to cancel your payment so you don't have to pay anymore for Alphapreneur. So Luke and then Chuck, both of you have won lifetime access to Alphapreneur for just supporting what I'm doing. So thank you for that. And then for anybody else, if you want to kind of jump in and kind of help grow this together as a family, again, just leave a comment on this video, just whatever you want to say about this. Hopefully it's good. Even though you engage in live chat, leave a comment as well in the video itself. And then if you can just share this on social media, again, I look across all social media platforms. I use a cool tool. I'll just share it with all of you because since we're in the mood of sharing, it's called Mention.com. So I use this tool called Mention, which allows me to monitor the internet for across all the internet. Anyone that uses the hashtag Alphapreneur, I can actually see. I get notified whenever people do that. So not only do you have a chance to get a lifetime membership to Alphapreneur by sharing, but I also engage with you just by like on the social platforms that you're on, because I'm monitoring it on Mention. So I appreciate all of that. And it looks like Chuck is here. He says, "You rock, Chris. Much appreciated, my friend. Great to get the gift today. I'm in the system too, buddy." Cool, Chuck. So since you're already in the system, actually for Chuck and for Luke, if you're, which I see, Luke, you're here too. So thank you for being here for 90 minutes. You're a scholar and a gent. Thank you very much. Bless you. So for both of you, if you can send an email to support@alphapreneur.com. I'm going to put this in the comments at alphapreneur.com. So send an email to support@alphapreneur.com and say, who you are. And either myself or, my right-hand woman, her name's Michelle. She's a stay-at-home mom. Say hi to Michelle when you send an email to her and that you appreciate all that she does. So one of us will actually get back with you and make sure that we set you up with a free lifetime account. And Chuck says, "I'll continue to share and help build this community." Thanks, Chuck. And yeah, even though that you just won it, hopefully don't stop sharing and leaving comments, because that's like the fuel for Alphapreneur to kind of help us, or help me grow this channel. I'm doing this all myself, so I appreciate it. Magnus says, "This video could be a bread and butter product for sale." Totally agree. But again, I'm not going to create any courses or try to upsell anybody on anything. I just enjoy doing this, and I want to keep doing this for free for everybody on YouTube. And then if anyone wants more personal one-on-one attention and advice, that's what I do inside of Alphapreneur for people to pay to be inside that community. So that's all I got. But I just want to appreciate all of you and let you all know that I appreciate you so much for being here live, and also by sharing, by commenting, by liking, by subscribing. All the things that you can do on YouTube for my videos and for the channel is greatly appreciated, because that's what kind of keeps this going. So thank you so much all for being here. And I'm going Chuck says, "I'm all in for sure." Thank you so much, Chuck. And I'm going to come up with some better things, not better things, but some more things that I can give away too for anyone that leaves a comment and then also shares. I've got like some cool stuff that I got the Alphapreneur logo on, not just apparel like a hat and hoodie and shirts, but I don't have it with me. I'll have it tomorrow on my live stream. I'll show you. It's a Yeti coffee mug. It's like a $35 coffee mug, but I spent more money getting the Alphapreneur logo laser engraved on it. And I have a bunch of those, so I'll probably even send those out as gifts as well. So just kind of some fun stuff. David says, "Don't forget to like this video, folks." Yeah, guys, if you're here and if you haven't done so already, please like the video, because any type of liking, engagement, comments, anything you do on this video, sharing, all of that's going to help me out, because unfortunately a lot of people that are in this industry that's like talking about entrepreneurial advice, motivation, talking about tactics and training and all that, a lot of them pay to get they buy views and they buy subscribers, and so they do it unethically, which is illegal and against YouTube's terms, but for some reason they can get away with it. I could totally do that too, but I'm not. So I really rely on all of you is what's going to allow me to grow this channel, is to do this ethically and to do this organically, which is going to be a very long, long journey. But I want to do it the right way and not the wrong way and not the cheater way. So I appreciate all of your help. It really, really does help out. So David says, "Thank you, Chris. Another valuable presentation." By the way, David also, he got free access too from engaging from a past live that I did. So yeah, I'm here for all of you. So thank you so much. Thank you, Alistair, for being here. Thank you, Larry, for being here. It's been a fantastic mentoring today. I love this format. Don't change it. Good. And I know there's a couple of you that said that you didn't like that. You preferred more of a structured presentation format, but which is fine. I can do that. But a lot of you, I would say 98% of you, liked this more free-flowing format. So for the next several live streams I do, I'm going to do more of a free-flowing format like this because I enjoy it more. It's more relaxed for me because I just like sharing what you guys want to know and what you gals want to know. So I'll start with a topic and I'll kind of teach a topic for a little bit, but then I'll just kind of riff after that and feed off of all of your live interaction. So if you're watching the replay of this and you want to engage in this type of live interaction, for right now, I don't have any stop time, but for now, I'm going to go live every weekday, Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Central, and just keep doing this and keep coming up with fun stuff. And just, even though I might have one topic to share, like how to do keyword research in 2020 was a topic you saw, we covered a lot of random stuff. So I'm just going to keep doing that as long as you keep appreciating it. So Joseph said, just gave you a like. Excellent training. Thank you so much, Joseph. Arlo says, oh man, it's been a long day. I fell asleep. I'll have to watch the replay. Yeah. Thank you so much, Arlo, for coming back and saying hi. Thomas, thanks, Chris. Awesome content. Excellent information, Rockstar Chris. Thanks, Thomas. I appreciate you all being here. I'll be back here tomorrow. Don't know what the topic will be yet, but if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Alphapreneur, but you also choose to get notifications because then we're not relying on email and all that for you to show up. You will just get notified when you'll get a reminder from YouTube when I go live. And if you don't do that, if you just go to the Alphapreneur YouTube channel and just sit on that YouTube channel and hit refresh, like you'll see before I go live, you'll see it says I think it says like the next live stream is going to show it for you. So yeah, we're just trying to figure this stuff out together. So I will see you all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Thank you so much for being here. Feel free to watch the replay. Please share this and comment below if you haven't done so already. I appreciate all of you. And then I will see you tomorrow.